God bless. This is A.B. Harris, and I'm voice of a trumpet declaring the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Today, I just want to share with you shortly, and what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to me. Like, do not ignore your dreams. Do not ignore the fact that God speaks, and God still speaks expressly through dreams and vision. A lot of people said that, God don't speak to me. I don't hear from God. But if you check the scriptures, from Genesis to Revelation, you will see God speaking most of the time to people in dreams and in visions. And what you have to understand about dreams is that God don't only speak to righteous people in dreams. That God speaks to everybody. Like, God speaks to every person in dreams. We see in the book of Genesis, he warned about the famine to Pharaoh in a dream. He spoke to Joseph in a dream. He spoke to Abraham. He spoke to Jacob. He spoke to so much people, and he spoke to them through a dream. We see in the book of Daniel when Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. And we keep seeing that whether it be the righteous, the unrighteous, whether it be prophets, anybody, 90% of the time God speaks, it is in a dream. And I want to tell somebody today, do not ignore your dream, because God is speaking to you. In the book of Job 33, and this is verse 15 to 17, it says, in a dream, in a vision of a night, when deep sleep falleth upon a man in slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instruction, that he may withdraw from his purpose and hide pride from man. God speaks through a dream, and dreams are so effective because in this state, there's nothing to interfere the message that God wants to portray. And I'm going to share quickly why it's important not to ignore a dream. And some people think that when I'm having like a nightmare or I'm having a bad dream, this is of the devil. No, sometimes you see dreams of terror, and God is warning you about something. Some years ago, I had a vision, and it's called Vision of the Night. So it's a dream in the night, vision of the night. And while in the dream, there was this young man that he looks up to me. So I would be mentoring him, not directly, but like through how God uses me and stuff like that. He looks up to me, and he always come to me and talk to me about things of God. So, I was mentoring him indirectly in the things of the Spirit. And I remember I had a vision, and in the vision, I just entered into a cave. When I entered into a cave, I saw rivers flowing, and I saw a young man standing up on the banks of the river in the cave. And I saw in the water this huge crocodile. When I saw the crocodile in the water, I made at the young man to push him out the way. And before I could push him out the way, the crocodile grabbed him and dipped him under the water, like flipped him all the way down. And I woke up, I rebuked the dream, but I called him and I warned him, and I said, trouble is coming, And I was praying for him, and I encouraged him, and I encouraged him, and I told him that trouble is coming. And, I guess time had passed, we didn't see anything happen, but 5 months later, it happened. 5 months later, he fell into sin, he reached out to me, called me, and, we were just praying, and and God was using me to bring him through the season. But it's crazy because I told him the vision, I warned him about the dream, and said, the enemy is after you, he's trying to destroy you. And so from that dream, it kind of woke him up. He woke up both of us to realize, to come to the realization that God really speaks through these things. I know that God speaks through dream, but when you see something manifested, you're like, oh my God, I had this dream, I saw this in a dream. So God will speak to you through a dream. And I want to encourage somebody today to say, pay attention to your dreams. Sometimes you want to hear the audible voice of God, and that is good, but you have to get familiar with the voice of God in different ways. If you're not able to discern the voice of God in your life, then how are you going to hear God clearly and directly? So we have to pay attention to our dreams, and we have to know for sure that God still speaks through dreams and vision today, because that's one of the most effective way of communication that God communicates to us. Many people dream. It's just that some people don't remember their dreams. And then people who dream, some of them don't pay attention to their dream. So they don't know what God is saying. He said in the book of Joel too, that he's going to pour the spirit of all flesh, and your sons and daughters that prophesy shall see dreams and vision. The Spirit of God is being poured out. And a lot of people have been dreams. So don't Don't rebuke all your dreams and say, this is from the devil, that is not of God. Many times you have a dream, a bad dream. God is warning you of danger ahead. So pay attention to your visions, pay attention to your dreams. Do not ignore the voice of God, because I'm telling you, 90% of the time God will speak to you is going to be in a dream or a vision. God bless you. Shalom.